Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel, and today's video is going to be on this very bold, very dramatic, smoky, cool tone eye paired with a super bold lip. This is something that you could definitely do when you're feeling yourself and you're just like, I want to be different, I want to be just like super bold and just, you know, it's just like a very like, I guess, dramatic look. So I initially did this because I didn't know where I was going with it, and I had bought a new lipstick and I wanted to try it, and I love the way it looked. I got so many compliments on it, so I decided to recreate it here for you today. This is very much a very mattified face, very full-faced. This is going to be perfect for those with acne scarring, pitted acne scars. The foundation that I use today is going to definitely help that. I will go into it a little bit more into the video. And it is very dramatic, very bold. If you're ever feeling just like a day where you want to just like step outside the box and do something different, this is definitely the look for you. I understand that this isn't an everyday look. I totally would rock this every single day. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna stop rambling and I'm gonna go into this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I always forget to say that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for supporting my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye! Alrighty, so I am gonna start off as per usual moisturizing, and for this look I want my face to be super matte. I know my last video was also matte, but I added that little bit of highlight. There is not going to be any shimmer whatsoever. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to moisturize, and I'm going to use the Murad Mattifying Moisturizer. This is not only going to keep that oil at bay, but it is also going to hydrate my skin, which is the most important. So I'm really going to concentrate the moisturizer in the areas that I am most oily, because that's where I want it to really mattify. And then whatever is left over on my hands, I'm just going to run through the rest of my face. I swear, every time I always forget to pin my hair back. And I'm going to go in with the Makeup Forever Base Mattifier. I got this one at Sephora. And I was actually I had the big one in my little baggie. But when I was at the Sephora to go or Fly to go or On the Fly or whatever they have all their travel stuff at, I saw this. I'm just going to tap that in the spots that I'm the most oily. My nose, my forehead, and my chin. I'm just going to rub that in. And I'm also going to take whatever's left over, run that through my eyelids. I saw the mini size and I was like, you know what, I am going to get the mini size, because what if I don't like it? What if it doesn't work? I'm not going to spend all this money and have it not work. So for foundation, I'm going to use something that's super full coverage, and this foundation is perfect for someone with acne scarring. This is going to cover it all. Like, it is going to do it. And it is the Becca Ultimate Coverage Complexion Cream. This is super heavy duty. Like, this is no joke. Like, absolutely no joke. So someone with pitted acne scars, this is also really good for anybody with super oily skin. This is going to be the best bet for you. This is high-end, yes, it's expensive, but it works. People that I know that have pitted acne scarring, they love this foundation. It was just really tricky for them to have to be color matched, because I do agree, mine is in the shade tan, and I actually got this when I was super tan last summer, but I felt that it was like super gray. So I just put a dollop on the back of my hand, and what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to spray my brush with the Deslick Urban Decay Deslick. I'm just going to give it a couple of spritz because that's expensive. And I'm going to now place that on my face in just little dots. And instead of working from like side to side like I normally do, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to place that all over the face. All the way over. Whatever is left over, I'm just going to dot underneath my chin so I can bring it down my neck. Make sure I get that by my ear, so that way the foundation also blends into the ear. And then I'm going to start blending. You don't want to let this foundation sit for too long. because it will set. Like, this stuff is no freaking joke. Like, you don't mess around with this stuff, like, at all. See, I feel like it's a little gray. Like, in like person, like looking at it in my mirror, like it doesn't look too bad, but like on the camera it makes me look kind of gray, I think. Maybe I'm just tripping. So obviously you would concentrate the foundation in those areas and really press it in. I also use the Sedona Lace 920A, which is just their flat top kabuki. Honestly, any flat top kabuki works really, really well in my opinion. I literally got this because it's pink. Now I am going to cream contour, and I'm taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills cream contour kit. And what I really like about this contour kit, I have a love-hate relationship with this contour kit because I do think it's really, really good. I love the fact that it has a corrector shade in here, and it's got the 2 brightening ones for underneath the eyes. And then it's got a nice range of contour colors here. But I just feel like it's too thick, too stiff. I feel like I have to dilute it with a little bit of beauty oil. But for someone with super oily skin, this is gonna help. It's not gonna break through the foundation. It's not gonna break up your cosmetics that you apply over it. It is really difficult to work with, I find. But I recently used this on 2 students actually, and I was like, yes, like why? I don't know if it was just the brush that I used, I don't know, but it flawless. And to think I doubted it. To think I doubted you, Anastasia. I was doubting you for a second. So I'm going to go in with the cream contour kit, and I'm actually going to go into the shade called Cinnamon. I was going to do chocolate, but I'm going to do cinnamon. And I am actually going to use my finger. The warmth of my hand, the warmth of my finger is actually going to melt the product a little bit. And I'm going to stick that in the hollows of my cheeks where my natural contour would be. I'm going to take that along the hairline. I'm not really going to highlight in this look. I'm going to let my natural skin or my natural foundation be my highlight. I will brighten up that area, which you will see, but I don't want to use a cream highlight because this is specifically targeted for someone with acne scarring, and any brightness whatsoever is gonna accentuate that, and we don't want to accentuate it. We want all the drama really to be elsewhere. So I'm gonna also take that down my nose and at the tip of my nose. Just gonna wipe that away. This is something I have when I film all the time. You can see it's getting super dirty. It is just a reusable diaper. I got this to make burpees when my friends were having kids a couple years back, and I never made them. They just kind of sat in my closet because I moved. So I just used that to wipe my fingers off. So now I'm going to take my Sedona Lace 520, and this is just an angled kabuki. And I'm just no product, no spraying, no nothing. I'm going to just go in and I'm going to blend that in. And if you're someone with a more like rounder cheek, you can actually take that and cut it like this. And that's going to give your face a little bit more of that sunken in look. Like a super slim look. Maybe I shouldn't say sunken in because nobody wants to walk around going, you know. Okay, so I'm not taking any additional product, just taking that Sedona Lace flat top kabuki. I'm just going to buff and blend out those edges. Now I'm going to take my Kat Von D Shade Light Contour Kit, and I'm going to go into the shade Lyric and Lucid. So Lyric and Lucid, which is this banana powder, and then like a cream color. I'm going to mix those two together. I'm going to take that on a Morphe G2, and I'm going to mix those two together. What one's going to do is it's going to brighten. The other one is going to just kind of make it as close to my skin tone as possible. And I'm just going to press that in. And all this is doing is just kind of lightly brightening up that area. Very lightly. It's not too much. You can see like it's just brighter. It's not like super like highlighted like some other like if we were to like conceal and highlight and cream highlight and this, that, and the other, you know? Does that make sense? Am I making any sense here? Because what this is also going to do is it's also going to elongate my face, because I don't have much of whatever's left over on my brush. I'm just going to stick that on the center of my face, on my nose, down the cupid's bow, on the chin. You know the drill, okay? And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a big fluffy brush and I'm just going to kind of just press everything in, just kind of swipe everything together. And now I'm going to take my NARS Ita brush and go into, so I'm going to go into the shades Shadowplay and Sombre. So I'm just going to go bop, 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 bop. The one thing I do not like, I'm going to tap off any excess. One thing I do not like about this contour kit is that there's a lot of kick up. I'm just really going to go in and just chisel out that cheekbone. I'm also going to hit that around the hairline. I do not like when products have a lot of kick up, but I mean, this is like a really good contour kit. I have been reaching for this more than I have my Anastasia one, and that says a lot because I love my Anastasia contour kit. And then just to blend, I go up and down instead of going like this. I go up and down, or I'll go like widthwise. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to use Shadowplay to contour my nose. Now, if you feel that your contour is just way too harsh, I'm actually okay with the way this is looking, but you can always take just a fluffy brush and just sweep it over those areas, and that's just gonna kind of further blend everything in. So I'm quite happy with how this is looking so far. Now, I am going to take my Morphe 9B blush palette. It looks like this, and I've used this in the last couple of videos. I have honestly been reaching for this thing every single time because every single color that I think I would need for a look is right in this palette. I definitely recommend this. It's at morphe.com. So I am going to now take my angled contour brush from Sigma. This is the F40. And I'm going to go in with this burnt peachy apricot color. And I'm just going to dust that. You could totally 86 the blush if you don't want blush, but I am a blush person. I like to have a little bit of a flush of color. Alrighty, so before I set my face completely, because like I said, I'm not doing any shimmer, it's all matte. I wish I had like a matte highlight, if there even is such a thing as a matte highlight, just to give me a glow. But for someone who is trying to hide like I said, pitted acne scars and stuff like that, you don't want to use any sort of shimmer. That's what that's going to do. It's just going to say, hello, I'm right here. You know, and that's not, you know, that's not something that we want to accentuate. You know, some people may be like super self-conscious. Others are just like, whatever, like just highlight away. I want my highlight to be on fleek, you know. But it's to your discretion, you know, like, viewer be advised. Alrighty. Now I'm going to do my eyes, and I'm going to prime with the Smashbox 24-hour primer, and I'm just going to take that. I'm going to take a little bit of that on my ring finger, and I'm going to prime my lid. So if you remember, I put the Makeup Forever mattifying base, whatever was left over, on my eyelid just to kind of mattify to help control some of that oil that was there. And I'm going to go in this primer, the 24-hour, the Photofinish eyeshadow primer is similar and it's also going to prime the lids. So I am going to take the Kat Von D contour kit, and I'm going to use the shade Lucid. And this is just a peachy color. Really similar to, actually it's like identical to Makeup Geek Peach Smoothie. And I'm just going to run that all over, all the way up to that brow bone. All over the lid. This is going to act as a nice buffer for when I use the rest of the shadows I'm going to use today. But seriously, this is identical to Peach Smoothie. And if you don't believe me, so here's Lucid right here, and here is Peach Smoothie. This is just a little bit more peachy than this, but if you have the contour kit and you don't have Peach Smoothie, this is like a definite, like, that is a good dupe right there. Now, I am going to go in with the Makeup Geek shadow in the shade Unexpected, and this is a very pale grayish lilac color, and I'm going to take that on my Sedona Lace 863, which is just a tapered blending brush, and I'm going to just run that in that upper crease. So now I'm going to take Makeup Geek's Wisteria, and this is the remake. This isn't the original Wisteria that they had a few months back. This is the remake. So this is just a very true lilac color. Like, it matches the color of my shirt. Like, this is a true purple. And I'm going to run that in that. Well, I'm not going to get them out because I don't want to have another accident. I'm going to use Makeup Geek Centerstage and Makeup Geek Caitlin Rose. So how I'm going to do that is I'm going to go in with Centerstage first because it is the darkest. And I'm going to load that up on my MAC 242. And this is a very dark navy blue, but it has just some like sheen to it. And I'm going to pack that on. Just into that mobile lid. Once I have done that, you can see it's very blue. It doesn't really kind of match with that. I'm going to go in with Makeup Geek Caitlin Rose, and I'm going to pack that on top of Centerstage. And what this is going to do is it's going to create a very intense indigo violet shade. And to blend in those two colors, I'm going to take my Sigma E40 and I'm going to load that up with Makeup Geek Duchess, which is an indigo purple, and I'm going to load it with MAC Fig 1, which is more of a very cool tone plummy purple. So I'm going to mix those two together, and I'm going to run that on the top part just to meet those two shades together. Also, that deepened my crease some, which is okay. I'm just going to go back into that Sigma brush and just really buff out any harsh edges. And then I'm just, some of that Caitlin Rose did come away, so I'm just going to pack that in a little bit more, just like so. Now, I'm going to use a little bit of that Fig 1, load it onto my Sedona Lace brush. I'm gonna run that underneath that lower lash line. And I'm not being precise by any means. I am just really going to town with this color. Just like, we're going to take a Sigma E15, the flat definer, go back in with Centerstage, and I'm just going to run that on the lower lash line. Just like so. And then take Caitlin Rose right over top and really smoke out that lower lash line. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing to the other side off camera. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I am going to curl my lashes. And I'm not too worried about how curly my lashes are because I am going to go in with false lashes. And I'm going to use the Lash Sensational from Maybelline to coat my top and bottom lashes with mascara. Since I have you zoomed in on my face, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna do my lips. Now, I'm not gonna line my lips, and I will show you why. I am gonna use MAC Royal MAC. It's from their new mattes collection. It's called Matte Royal, and this is a royal blue. It looks purple, but it is definitely royal blue. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to I'm just really letting the tip of the lipstick do its job. Definitely want to exfoliate before you use this because this is super matte. Such a gorgeous color. Alrighty, and I am going to take the Kat Von D lipstick in the color Slayer on a lip brush, and I'm going to now add a little bit of black lipstick to the outer edge, and I'm going to smack my lips together. You can even like really get in there if you want to intensify it. Like so. And if you want to blend it, so that way there's no like harsh like edge, you can take a little bit of that MAC Royal again and kind of dab it in its place where the two colors meet. And do it like that. And I'm not done. I'm also gonna do Kat Von D, you can see I kind of used it already, Kat Von D Coven. This and the NYX Macaroon Lippy in the shade Lavender are the exact same color. So if you don't have this one or you can't find it, the NYX Macaroon Lippy works just as well. And I am just going to dab this just in that center. Just like so, just to give a little bit of brightness to it. That does it for the lips, and you have a nice ombre lip. Alright, so back to the eyes. I am going to go with liner underneath though, and I'm going to use the NYX Très Jolie black gel pencil liner, and I'm just going to run that in my waterline, just like so. Okay. And for my lashes, I'm using I have them out already, but it's the Eyelure Definition lashes. I used these in my last tutorial, and seriously, they are freaking amazing. I freaking love these lashes. So I'm just going to grab those, and I'm actually going to just put those off camera. So I went ahead and put on my false lashes, and you can see this is very dramatic for the eyes. It's very intense. It's very smoky, but very cool toned. So that wraps it up for this tutorial. If you guys want to see more bold looks like this, utilizing different color lipstick and all that jazz, please leave it down in the comment section below. Again, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and have a wonderful day, evening, whatever it is that you are having, and I will see you soon. Bye!